is watering. Oh, fuck. Hi friends, welcome to today's video. As you can tell, today's look is a very fall-inspired look. So if you want to see me create this look and watch this old-fashioned tutorial, then let's get right into it. The brows are already on just to save some time, so let's move on to the complexion. The first step is going to be the Hangover RX from Too Faced. I'm applying about 2 pumps onto my hand, and as much as I like to rub product in, I also like to press it into the skin. Pressing it really obviously like pushes it into your skin. I find that it usually gives a smoother appearance. I can never get enough of face spray, so I'm going to use my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. And I'm just going to spray this liberally all over my face. This has such a good mister on it. It is so soft and so gentle and feels so good on the skin, and it smells amazing. I have a lot less color since I haven't been self-tanning for the past week, so hopefully I can find a foundation that matches me today. I'm going to go in with my NARS Radiant Longwear Concealer. Foundation. And I'm weird, so I like to undo the nozzle and just put it on my face like such. Then I'm gonna blend it out with my e.l.f. sponge. This foundation is literally so beautiful. It always looks so smooth and obviously very radiant on the skin. It gives such a beautiful skin-like finish while still giving you plenty of coverage. I have some unwanted visitors lately on my skin, so definitely just going to build this foundation up so I get good enough coverage to where you can't see them. For concealer, I'm using the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. This concealer has a terrible shade range, like super bad. Like it has like 5 and they're super weird. Like online it looks like one straight up orange. This one is in the shade 30 Light Honey, which definitely doesn't look like it's honey, but okay. It also has a very strong fragrance. I love how I'm leading with like all the bad things before I tell you the good things about this concealer, and you're probably wondering why the F am I using it? And I'm using it because it looks so pretty. It literally looks so pretty on the skin. It's super blendable. This concealer does claim to cover tattoos, which I think is a joke because it's definitely not as full coverage as it claims, but it looks super pretty, very beautiful. I feel like the Essence concealer would totally be a dupe for the NARS creamy concealer, but that's just me. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Spray. This has a little shaking thing that you need to shake. It's like a little ball at the bottom. And it's leaking all over my fingers, so that's not great. And it's leaking, so besides that, it is an ultra fine mist. I do enjoy that. It smells good, not super strong like some setting sprays can be, and I'm just pressing that into my skin, and this is going to help set the foundation without using a powder. The only part of my face that I'm going to set right now is going to be my forehead because I crease like crazy right there. So I'm going to use my Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. I have the mini size because I wanted to try it out before I committed to the full size, and I like it so much that I did buy the full size. I'm going to take a little bit on my sponge to press that into my skin. Fun fact, I was applying this one day and a little bit got in my mouth, and it totally does taste like peaches. So in case you were curious, the more you know. Honestly, the best way to apply powder has to be with a damp beauty blender or a sponge. It literally pushes it into the skin and just melds with any cream or liquid products that you have on, and it's completely seamless. I have been doing my makeup in kind of a weird order recently. Makeup is all about trial and error. There is no right way, there is no wrong way to do makeup. It's how you like it and whatever results you get from the way that you do it. So I'm not saying you have to do makeup in this order. You don't have to do it in any order, okay? Do what you want, do what makes you happy. But I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids now with the same Essence concealer because I want to move on to eyes. And I like to use concealer as an eyeshadow primer because the eyeshadow really sticks onto the base a lot better if you want your eyeshadows to perform more intensely, which is also why I'm leaving my under eyes unset, is because I I hope you can hear that thunder out there because it's making me really happy. It's raining and it's stormy, and obviously I have to do fall makeup. But as I was saying, the reason why I'm leaving my under eyes unset is so that when I put eyeshadow under my eyes, it sticks a lot better. Now obviously, if you don't want your eyeshadow to stick and be as intense, you're going to want to set your eyes. That way when you're applying eyeshadow, it's super smooth, super seamless, and very soft. To each their own, and today I'm going hardcore on the fall looks, you guys. I originally had in mind for today a dark lip and a soft eye, but then my extraness just took hold of me. So now I want to do a dark, blown out, grungy fall eye with a dark lip, because more is more. There is no other palette that screams more grungy, more fall than the Melt Rust palette. The first shade I'm going in with is Rust right down here. I'm using my Morphe M322, placing that on the outer corner of the eye. And I'm going to elongate this outwards because I really want like a smoky, dramatic, elongated, stretched out eye. So I'm really just making it on my outer corner of the eye right here from the lash line upwards. Once I've deposited all of the color onto my eye, then I'll take whatever's left on this brush and just blend out the outer corners. I'm going to take a little bit more of Rust and take that further into the eye. And I'm patting the color on, patting it versus buffing it, that way I don't get any streakiness. Still taking Rust, I'm going to completely form a V by dragging it onto the lower lash line. Then I'm taking the shade Erode, which is a gorgeous mustardy yellow, and I'm going to blend out the Rust shade. And I'm using my Morphe and Jeffree Star JS12. So I'm taking the shade on the absolute corners of the Rust shade, just blending that out using little windshield wiper and circular motions. And again, I'm really elongating this shape that we have. I'm switching to my Morphe and Jeffree Star GS8. Still taking Erode and blending that out. This way, with a fluffier brush, I'm able to blend in Erode closer to the inner corner of my eye and into the crease. Then I'm going in with Moxie from the 27 palette from Melt. I'm just going to pat that all over the rest of the lid and on my lower lash line. And I'm using the Morphe M456. Taking Moxie and switching over to my JS8, I'm just going to blend that further into the crease and with Rust. I'm taking Classic and I'm working it in my inner corner and just buffing out my brow bone. I'm mixing Mar and Rot 2. And I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner. I'm using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion, and I'm lining the top and bottom waterline and lash line. I'm going to smudge that out and blend it out with Rot. I'm using the shade Classic and I'm going to pop that on my inner corner. Then I'm taking the NYX Glitter Goals liquid eyeshadow in the shade Polish Pin Up and popping that on my inner corner. I threw on mascara and lashes. I use the Profusion Lash Out Loud mascara and the Trap Lashes in the style Forbidden Kiss. They're looking very dramatic right now, but I think that may just be because we have like literally no other color on my face. And if I decide I still am not feeling it after we're done with everything else, then I'll just take it off, because yeah. I'm gonna use the NYX matte bronzer in the shade medium. I've been really enjoying this bronzer. It has more of like a pinkish reddish tone to it, which I really like, especially when I'm self-tan, because I feel like it really like actually looks like warm color on your face. I just find that reddish pinkish bronzers look a little bit more natural, and I'm kind of blending my bronzer in with the edge of my eyeshadow, just giving it a really diffused, blended out look. And I love bronzer, obviously, so I put it like literally all over my face. I always put it on the apples of my cheeks too, to just blend everything, and on my nose. In case you can't tell, I love bronzer. I feel like the lashes already look way more cohesive with the look now that we have color on the face. I'm gonna use the Rimmel Maxi Blush in the shade Sweet Cheeks. I'm just gonna pop that quickly on the apples of the cheek, a little bit on the nose, and then up to the temples, and again I'm kind of just blending that in with the eyeshadow. And then I dab my brush everywhere so everything looks blended and cohesive. And then I just take my e.l.f. sponge that has whatever product I was using it on, the complexion product, and kind of just make sure that I didn't overdo it, because I love to overdo it. So just making everything a little bit more subtle and blended in. For highlight, I'm using Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Ugh, this highlight is so pretty. I'm gonna use the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Control just to line my lips. Then I'm using the Kat Von D Liquid Lipstick in Crucifix. I've been using my ColourPop Freckle Pen to fill in the moles on my face, or the moles and the freckles that I already have. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. I've got a few to fill in, and then some I just dot all over just to zhuzh it up, you know? This is the final look today, you guys. I am in love. I think I look hot. Who cares? I care. I look like I should be drinking a pumpkin spice latte as we speak. I look like the type of girl that would dress up as a cat for Halloween, like every year. I enjoyed creating this look today, and I hope you did too. If you did, please give a thumbs up. Comment down below what other fall looks you'd like to see from me, or any other looks that you'd like to see in general. Please subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!